Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with square meals. It's always good to have some square meals, or round meals. I mean, why you can get square plates, but most plates you buy aren't square. So why are they square meals, not round meals? Let's not get into that as a logic problem. This is by Sonata, and Sonata was another person who submitted during the week where I was taking submissions and recommendations. Everyone who submitted a submission or a recommendation during that week went into a list of people, and then I picked people not based on number of puzzles submitted. Some people submitted more than one. Thank you very much. But every person who submitted went into a list, and then I picked two people randomly. And then from the puzzles they submitted, I have picked a random puzzle. And those were the winners. And what I'm doing now is I am solving the second of the two winner puzzles. This is Square Meals by Sonata. Thank you to everyone who submitted. Please keep submitting. I may just do the occasional random prize draw of a puzzle book or something. The way I'm currently thinking of doing it is literally using dice. So every submission that I do on the channel, there will be a chance of winning a prize. And I've got to figure out how that works, because if I make it too often, then I will bankrupt myself. And I do not make as much, I don't make enough money per video to pay for a prize book for every submission. So we'll figure it out. Yeah, so we'll have a look. What else is going on? Yeah, if you weren't one of the two winners, please have a look at World of Sudoku Volume 8 by Akash Dulani. Phenomenal book. I've had a lot of fun solving from that. So let's have a look at the rules of this puzzle, because this one looks fascinating. Getting the rules to fit up there was a little tricky. So normal irregular Sudoku rules apply. So each row, each column, and each marked region must contain the digits 1 to 9 without repetition. Now, a lot of these regions are what we would expect them to be, but when we get down into this bottom corner down here, there are some regions that are not normal. And I kind of like that it's mostly what we expect. Six of the boxes are normal and three of them aren't. I really like that as an irregular concept. Digits on purple Renban lines up in the top square, so there's these four squares, must contain a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order, which would mean that, say this was a 4, this could be 5 and 6, but I couldn't put a 2 here. Actually, I could go 2, 3, 4, but I couldn't put a 1 here because there's no way I can make a consecutive run of 3 digits that starts with a 1 and ends with a 4. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Nice and simple. Along thermos, digits must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. This must be higher than this must be higher than this must be higher than this. Just the flow of thermos. Cannot stay the same, cannot go down. And cells separated by black dots must be in a 1 to x ratio, where x is the number given in the dot, and cells separated by a white circle will have a difference given in the circle. They're the rules of the puzzle. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So the first thing that jumps out to me is what digits are in a 1 to 9 relationship. They're 1 and 9. Anything else is outside the range of Sudoku digits. 2 and 18 does not work. 3 and 27 does not work. 1 and 9. It's all I've got. So these are 1 and 9, which actually means that the bulb of this thermo couldn't be a 1. So let's actually pencil mark this thermo. So this would be not maximum 9, maximum 8, maximum 7, maximum 6, maximum 5, maximum 4, but it could only be 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, and 7, 8, 9, which isn't great, but it was a start. Now, this is a normal 1 to 2 relationship. I can't use 1, 2 on this, but I could use 2, 4, 4, 8, or 3, 6. Where am I looking now? I'm actually not sure. So where does... This box, where do I put the 1? I can't put 1 partway along a thermo. This is actually a 1. Which is cool. Where do I put 1 in this region? So 1 is in one of those 3 cells, because I can't put 1 anywhere along here. These are the same polarity because this has a difference of 2. So 1 would jump to 3, or 3 would jump to 5, 5 jump. So a difference of 2 means they've got the same polarity. 9 in this box is in one of those 3. What I was looking at was up here because I know the sum of all of those digits there. They are 45 because those are all of the digits from 1 to 9, and all of the digits from 1 to 9 sum to 45. So, but I also know the sum of those digits there because that is 22, 32, 38. So those digits there sum to 7. So those two digits are the same. These are all from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and those digits there are the same digit because those two digits sum to 7 and those two digits sum to 7. So whatever that is, those are the same digit. Is that helping me? I don't know. 16. Well, I know 16 is 7 and 9. It's the only way to make up 16 with Sudoku digits. Can't use 8 and 8. So the 10 can't be 1, 9 or 3, 7. So it's 2, 8 or 4, 6. Hang on, the 7, 9 here means this is the 1 and this is the 9. I got something out of that. Which means where is the 9 in this region? It's in one of those 3 cells. Now, it's not in a 7 cage, so it's in one of those 2 cells. Okay. Hmm. So these are the same digit. So that can't be a 1 because it sees a 1. So they are from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is massively overdoing it. So this is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. That is not helping me at all. I can't put 1 in this 10 cage because it would need a 9 and I don't have one available. So 1 is in one of those cells. And 1 is in one of those cells. I'm trying to see if there's any weird leftover stuff going on. So this 12 cage, I mean, it can't have a 9 or a 7 in it, but that's not that restrictive. I am very confused. So a 15 cage, it's either 6, 9 or 7, 8. But I'm not seeing a problem with either of those. I mean, if it's 7, 8, this could be 2, 4. Oh, this isn't a 15 cage. This is a 15 cage. So that was even a bad piece of logic. Those two cells sum to 7. These are even. I don't think I can use polarity because it's very hard to use polarity on Renban lines. I mean, I can tell these are both the same polarity. And these are both the same polarity. Hmm. So one of these Renban lines is going to be 987, possibly 9876, and one of them is going to be 123 because I have to put a 1 and a 9 in this box somewhere. One is in one of these, but I'm not seeing enough of a restriction to make that a problem yet. So what is it I am missing? This cell in this cage isn't as restrictive as you might think because it could go in any of those. So if it's 2, 4, or 6, I am fine putting it over here. Wow, I am. I've deduced nothing in the 10 minutes I've been doing this puzzle. If this is 138, this is 4, 6. This is 2 or 5, this is 2 or 5. So this would be 2, 5. This would be 2, 5. I don't see a problem with that. If this is 1, 5, 6, this is 2, 8, and these are 3, 4. This can't be 2, 4, 6 because then, oh no, yeah, this can't be 2, 4, 6 because then these would both be 8. 3, 4, 5 in here would make this 2, 8. So 3, 4, 5, 2, 8. This would be 1 and these would both be 6. And I think that's fine. So this is 1, 3, 8, 1, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5. Where does 8 go in here, maybe? This is either 4, 5, 6, or it's got a high digit in there. One is in one of those, but that's... Can that be a 1? This would be 5 and 9. Because these would have to sum to 14. Or 6, 8. No, I've got... But I couldn't put... Actually, I could put a 1 anywhere here. Well, this... 1, yeah, 5, 9, 6, 8. So 1 could go in this cage, though. So I'm trying to figure out whether I could restrict one a little bit, but I can't. Because if I couldn't put one here, then I would know one is in one of those two cells. Because where does the one go in this box? Because if it was restricted out into those, because I can't put it there, if it was restricted into those, then in these columns, it would be restricted in there and I couldn't put it in any of those cells. But because I can put it there, it can go anywhere in this box. Well, not there, not in those. It would have been restricted into those two cells, but I can put it there. So it's just restricted to those. One is in one of those, not there. If one is in one of these two, then it is there. Is that a problem? Don't think so. It just makes that a high digit. Interesting that this puzzle has so much that is just, here is something to start with. Given 9. And then nothing. Like literally nothing. So hang on. In these boxes, one has to go in there and there. So one can't go in any of those. Otherwise, I run out of ones in there. And one can't go there. So one is in one of those two, which means that's not a one. Yeah, one can't go in any of those. Otherwise, because one has to go in those. So one is down here. If this is a 1, this is a 2. Okay. If this is a 1, then one of those is a 1. Okay. I am very confused. I am very, very confused. I'm trying to see if I could force this to be even, but I can't even do that. Like that could be 3 or 5. And that could be 3, 5 or 7. There's no problem with that. These... So those two cells are those two cells, aren't they? Hang on, aren't those two cells by law of leftovers? So let's look at those two cells. In these columns, how's the best way to explain this? We know, ignore the yellow, We know that these three columns have the same digits in them. They've got three sets of the digits from 1 to 9. We also know that these three regions have three sets of the digits from 1 to 9. So blue contains 1 to 9 three times, green contains 1 to 9 three times. But any digit that is coloured both blue and green is exactly the same digit. So we can remove them, and we've removed the same digit from the sets. So if we remove them, blue and green, then what we end up with is those are the same digit. So they've got a ratio of 2 and a difference of 2. So those are 2, 4. They can't be 4, 8 or 3, 6. They don't have the right difference. Those are 2 and 4. Which is cool. That's very, very cool. But I'm not sure what to do with it. But it is very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Now that 2, 4 takes 4 out of there, because that's in the same region. And I can't put 2 or 4 in any of those. So that's not 4, 8 anymore. So this is 3, 9 or 5, 7. But I could still use 2 or 4 in this cage because I could hide it there. This is now... This can't be a 1 anymore, though, because if this is a 1, this is a 2, and I don't have a 2. This is not the 1, this is the 1. So now 1 is in one of those two. Now, if this is a 1, this is 3, 8, or 5, 6, both of which are possible. But this is now the 1. Hmm. 7 is down here because 7 is looking down. That was very cool, by the way. I like that a lot. I'm trying to see if there's anything else like that I can use. Like, I think that has to be the 9, because if I colour these 3 rows, those are the same as that's one set of 1 to 9, that's another set of 1 to 9, and that's another set of 1 to 9. And if I get rid of all duplicates, by law of leftovers, sorry, I hate how OBS kills my mouse pointer, then these are the same digits. So that's a 9, that's a difference, so that's an 8. That is very cool. Law of left, whoops, no, I need to be in color mode before I do my deletion. That's very cool. So there's no 8 there, so there's no 2 there. That's not the 9. So this is now a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. Well, there's no 7 there. Huh. 8 is up here somewhere. There's no 8 there, but that's not enough to restrict that much. There's no 8 in those, but I didn't think there was an 8 there. These 4 cells are the same as those 4 cells as well, by the same law. 2 and 4 have to go in those, because I can't put 2, 4 there or in either of those. So 2 and 4 is in those, but neither of those can be a 2. Right, that's it. 2 and 4, where do they go in this box? They can't go here, they can't go down here, so they go into these 3 cells. Let's just look at 2. Where does 2 go in this box? Now that can't be a 2, because that'd be a 1.5, and that can't be a 2, because that'd be a 0. So this is a 2, which means this is the 1. This is very cool. That makes this the 4 and this the 2. So now this is not restricted extra by that at all. But I'm finding stuff. It's not been particularly restrictive, though. But I am finding stuff. The law of leftovers stuff is very weird. 8 in this box is now in one of those. Now, can I put 8 in here? This would be 138. So this would be 38. Don't see why that'd be a problem. This would become 46. 138, 46. This would be 2 and 5. One is in one of those, but has been for ages. I feel there's more law of leftovers going on, but I'm not seeing it. Eight is in one of those. No, 8 is in one of those two, because 8 can't be in there, and the 8 up here means that there's no 8. 8 is in one of those two. Can it be 8 too? I don't see why not, but 8 is in one of those two. Oh, this is hard. Is that now a 4? Because 4 can't go down here because of the 2, 4, and it can't go there, and those aren't 4 because of the thermo. That's a 4. So this is 3 or 2, and this is 1 or 2. But it's not 1. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and all of a sudden this has become a lot less. Well, these are 3, 5, and 6. This is not a 6, this is not a 3. Three here makes this 5, this 6, this is 3. This is not 3 or 5, this is a 6, 7. And that's given me all of that. This is 6, 7, 8, or 9, which is not that helpful. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 7, and 8. Well, there's no 8 there. So 8 is in one of those two. This is bonkers tricky. So I'm not sure if I want to mark these, because this, for example, feels a bit more restricted now, but I'm not sure. Three is in one of those two now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are only from 6, 7, 8, 9. And these are from 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this can't be 7, 8, 9. So this is 3 or 6. And this is 3 or 7. That's... The 5 takes the 5 out of there. There's no 6 in those. This is a 3, 5, 7. There must be a 5 in one of those two. I feel this 10K just got to do something more, but I'm not seeing it. And these Renbans have got to be doing something as well, but I'm not seeing that yet either. Now, if this is 1, both of these are 6. And they can't be. Because if this is 1, this is 6, and this is 6 by the sum of this, and then where do I put 6 in this region? Because 6 has to go in one of those two cells. This is not the 1. These are not 6, and this is the 1. So this is either 3, 8, or 5, 6. Is there a problem with 5, 6? If this is 5, 6, this becomes 2, 8, and this becomes 3, 4. This is 5. This is 3, 8. No, it's 5, 6 that I'm worried about, because this becomes 8, 2. 5, 6, 8, 2. No, I'm not. This is still 2, 8, 3, 7 or 4, 6. Three, 9 or 5, 7. No. Wow. If this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This can't be a... Okay, so let's look at 1 in this box. This can't be a 1. Because where do I put the 2 on the Renban line? It goes there. Where do I put the 3? It goes there. Where do I put the 4? It goes there, and that's broken. This is not a 1. 1 here would, again, put 2 here. And then these would be 3 and 4, and that's okay. 1 here would make these 2 and 3, and that's okay. Damn. I was hoping that would give me more. Oh, but 1 couldn't have been in any of those anyway because of that 1. I am blind. So the 1 is in one of these. If this is 1, yeah, 2, 3 just works. If this is 1, 2, 3 just works. If this is 1, there's nowhere for 2. This is not 1. If this is 1, 2, 3 works. And if this is 1, I can't put 1 in either of those. Because one of these would have to be 2 or 3, and I can't do it. So there's 1 is in 3 places in this box, and it's not there. 1 is in 2 places in this box because of this 1. So that is something. So it's either 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. So 3 is in one of those 2 spots. And there's a 2 in one of those 2 spots. What about 9? So 9 is in one of those. 9 would leave 8, 7, 6. That's fine. 9, 8, 7. Yep, 9 is fine in those. Yeah, there's not enough restriction on 8s for me to do anything with 9s. Damn. I am really lost with this puzzle. Because marking quintuples for Renbans seems a little bit redonkulous. And only the extreme digits on Renbans provide any serious constraint. Like, is this just another casing puzzle? So this is 138 or 56. So it's got an 8 or a 6 in it, which makes sense because the other one is up here. This is either 2-8 or 4-6. 2-5 makes this 7 and 6. 2, 5, 7, 6, 4. This 4, 6. No, that just works. So I know 8 is in one of those, but it doesn't have to go on a line. And even if it does, it doesn't have to go to a 9. It'd have to include a 7, but 7's not restricted on many lines. Am I literally down to marking quintuples again? I feel again this is another one that was tested with pencil mark checking turned on, so I'll turn it on, but it's not giving me anything. I didn't think it would. If this is 8, 2, this becomes 5, 6. And this becomes 3, 4, and this becomes 3, 4. This becomes 4, this becomes 2. If this is 4, 6, this becomes 3, 8. This becomes 2, 5. This becomes 7, this becomes 6. This becomes 3. This becomes 5. This becomes 7. So that's very restrictive. This becomes 3. This becomes 6. Wait, what? No, that's all okay, isn't it? If this was 4, 6, this is 3, 8. Is that what I just did? 4, 6, 3, 8. Like, this is what I feel I'm restricted to. This is 3, 8. This becomes 2, 5. This becomes 7, 6, 3. 5, 7, 3, 6. And that's all fine. Isn't it? Two, 5, 7, 6, 3, 6, 3, 5, 7. These were 2, 5. So this is 2, this is 5. I hate doing this, but I can't see another way around it. This was 4 and 6. This is 3, 8. This is the 4 and the 2. No, this is all fine. Because I just couldn't follow the chain in my head. I have to put a 2 or a 3 on one of these Renbans, but this is 3, 9 or 5, 7. So there's got to be a 9 or a 7 down here. Because if it's a 3, 9, then the 9s will line up in the boxes and there's a 9 down here in one of those two. And if it's 5, 7, then the 7 will be in one of those two. But the 7 doesn't give me any restriction at all. Because I could go up or down. 5, 7 would make that 8. We should make this 6 or 9. What would this be? But this still has so much freedom. Like I could still make this 4, 5, 6. I don't think I've got a choice. Could this be a 1? This would be a 2. These would be 3, 4. So 1 can be in any of these. So 1. So these are 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. I can't put 1 in either of those. I can't put 2 in either of those. So 2 is absolutely up here. Now the 2 must go with the 3, mustn't it? Right. So this can't be the 2. Because if 2 was on here, I would need to put a 3 on this line. And I can't do it. Because I can't put a 3 in any of those cells because of the way the 3 is restricted by where the 1 has to go. So this cannot be the 2. The 2 is on this line. But this could still be the 1. Oh, no, because then I'd need... No. This can't be the 1 because then I go 2, 3. And then there's no 3 on this line for the 2. So this has to be 1, 2, 3. And that is a ridiculously hard chain. But I think it's correct. And it's done almost nothing. To put 1 in one of those, there's no 1 here. There's 1 in one of those. Now this has 7, 8, 9 on it. So 7, these go, so let's do this quadruple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now there's no 6 in those. So there is a 6 on one of those. But 4, 5, this can't be a 4 because then I can't get up to the 7. 4, 5, I just can't do it. 5, this can't be a 5 either because then this would be a 4 and I can't get up to the 7, 8, 9. 4, there's no 5 on the line. That can't be a 4, but I could go 5, 6, 7, 8 now. Or 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, those are restricted to those. This could be 9 though. This is very weird. This is a 1, 3 pair. No, it's not. Now I've got all the 3s. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. No, it's not restricted at all. Or if it is, I don't see how. That chain for up here was not great. And I may even be wrong about it, to be honest. 3, 8 or 5, 6. Has that been restricted by this? I don't think it has. This can't be a 2. This can't be a 2. So 2 is in one of those 3. I'm marking for the whole column. Can that be a 2? 4, 3. Sure. That could be a 2. Damn it! So this 12, if it's 3, 9 now, it's 3, 9. But if it's 5, 7, it's still in either order. So it's either 3, 9 or 5, 7. So these are down to those. So 6 is in, no, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, everything is still possible. Six is in one of those two. So if this is the 6, this is either 7, 8, 9. Four is in one of these. And 9 is in one of these. Four is in one of these. 4 here. 5, 6. Yeah, that's all just fine. I've been starting to wonder whether I actually just put out puzzles without me finishing them and say, check the comments. Because so many people are commenting now saying this puzzle was easy when I've struggled on it. And most people don't even look at my videos. 92% of the people who watch my videos watch less than 15 seconds. So they don't even get through the credits. So it's not as if me not finishing the puzzle is going to annoy that many people. Two has to be in one of these. So 2 is in one of those. If 2 is here, I can't put 1 or 3 on the line. So it's not there. So 2 is in one of those. 2 here can go with 3, 4. 2 can go in any of those. That's all fine. And this 15 cage has still got almost every option because I can't restrict anything. I mean, 159 would be possible. 168 is not. So 168 is not possible. 249, 249 is not possible. 258, 2 with 58. 2 with 58 would make this 7. This would be 39. 2, 5, 8, 7, 3, 9. Yeah, that seems okay. 267 would make 267. So this would be 39. 6739. This would be 8. This would be 5. Yep, that's okay. 348. So there'd be an 8 in here. This would make this an 8. Which would make this an 8. Because this would be 3, 4. All I know is there'd be an 8 there. And an 8 there. No, in one of those two. So yeah, that could work. 357. Maybe. There'd be a 7 in there. So this would become 3, 9. So this would be the 3. This would be 5, 7. This would be 3, 9. This would be 8. This would be 6. Yep, okay. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all of those are still possible. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to check the hints that were provided because this is, I'm not seeing anything. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so the only hint that was given at this stage of the puzzle was the placement of 5 in this cell gives you some information. But I looked at it for a bit and I could see that this can't be a 7. And the reason I can see this can't be a 7, it was never explained that it couldn't be a 7. It said that this must be a 5. But if this is a 7, this becomes a 6. So 7, 6. So this becomes 6, 7. These become 8, 9. And 7, 6, 8, 9 means that those are both 7s. So 7, 6. This becomes 6, 7, 8, 9. That has to be a 7 for the completion, and I've got 2 7s. So this does have to be a 5, which knocks 5 out of those. That means this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8. This becomes a 9. There is no 6 in here. And that gets me this far. Haven't looked past this at all. This is not 5. This is not 2. This is not 5 because these are the same digit. And now I've got to figure out anything from there. That's all I was given by that, by the way. And that's literally the last hint, was that you can get some stuff by this being forced to be a 5. I had to find why. So now I know 5 is up here somewhere. What are these? These are 1, 4, 7, and 8. Well, there's no 7 in them. If this is 7, this is 7. I couldn't put 6 on the line, so it'd have to go up. 7 would mean this would have to be 8 and 9. This would be 8, so it'd be 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. No, I'm not seeing that either. Could this still be 1, 2, 3? I think it can. 8 would need a 7 on this line, which would make this a 4. Is there a reason this can't be a 4? If with a 4 on this line, because I can't do a 6, there'd have to be a 3 on the line. So it'd be 4, this would be a 3. So this is either a 3 if this is a 4, because I can't make it, I can't, oh no, it could be a 5, couldn't it? No, 4. So hang on, 4, 5, 6 is not possible. 5, because I can't make that 6. So 4, 5, 6. And 5, 6 is not possible. So I couldn't, so I'd need to put, if this is a 4, there needs to be a 3 on the line, and it needs to go there. If this is a 7, these have to be 8 and 9. But if this is 7, this is 8. So this is either 3 or 8, which doesn't force this at all. So this is either 7, 8, 9, or 4, 3, 4, 5, or 2, or 3, 4, 5. So this is either 5 or 9. Great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This doesn't restrict that at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, or 9 on that. So if it's 4, 5, this is either 3 or 6, and it's not 3 because it sees 1. So 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9. So this is 6 or 7. Maybe, I don't know. By the way, this was a 2.5 star puzzle, is what it was submitted as. I think it's important for people to know what the setter is submitting the puzzle as. 2.5. I can't even use parity because I don't know that, like, I've got a lot of odds given, but I can't force an odd onto this because these could both be even and that could be odd. And I've literally used the last hint for the puzzle. So maybe I case this again. If this is 7, this is 7. This is 8, this is 4. This becomes 1, 8. If this is 7, 7, 8, these are 4, 5, 9. So these are 4, 5, 6, 9, 8. Yeah. I don't know. I'm tempted to just bifurcate at this point. So this could still be 4, 5, 6. So I don't even know that there's a high digit in here. Three, 8, or 5, 6 are both still possible here. This can still be 2, 8, 3, 7, or 4, 6 as far as I can tell. So it's either 8, 2, 7, 3, or 4, 6. Two and a half star puzzle. Why am I lost? For people who follow the stuff that's happening in my family, because of this puzzle, I have had to cancel dinner with my mother. Because at 2.5 stars, I did not budget this much time to it. Okay, I'm just going to pick an option. So what I've done is I've picked that cell right there and I've said it's 7 instead of 4. And see if that breaks. I have no idea why. That would make that 8, and that 9, which would take 8 and 9 out of those. Those would be 4, 5. This would be 6, which would take 4 out of those. So this would be 1, 8. And if this was an 8, it would need to have a 7 on it, and that breaks. So this would have to be 1. This is 8. This now needs 2 and 3 on it. So this is a 2, 3 pair. Now there's no 6 or 8. Oops, 6 or 8 on this. So this is 7 or 9. This is a 2, 3 pair. Now there's no 8 in either of those. So this becomes 8 and 2. Now there's no 8 in this. So this is now 5, 6. And this is the 5 because of that 6, which makes this 6. This becomes 4. This becomes 5. There's no 5 in here now, so this is now 3, 9. So 3 and 9, which means this is 7 and 9. This is not 2. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. The 3 makes this 2 and this 3. This is not 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 5. Which means there's no 5 here. There's no 2. This is a 3, 4 pair, except this can't be the 3. So this is the 4, this is the 3, this is the 4. This is now a 2 by Sudoku, which means this is an 8. There's no 8 here. It's possible I just lucked into the right answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 go into there. The 9 makes this the 6 and this the 9. This is not 6 or 9 anymore by column. This is not 7 or 9 by column. Not seeing anything there, but the 7 makes this 3, which means this is 6, which means this is 8, this is 7, this is 9, which means this is 6, this is 3, this is 5, this is 7. The 2, of course, is looking down, making that 4 and that 2. There is no 7 there. This is 5, this is 8, this is 7. The 5 looks up, meaning this is 1, this is 5, and now the entire thing is resolvable by Sudoku. Because these are 1, 2, and 7, so 7, 2, and 1. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6, 3, and 5. And that is the correct solution. I've no idea why that was a 7 and not a 4. None. No idea. So if I roll back to that, if I put a 4 in here, what would have happened? This would have become a 7, 8, 7. This would have had to have been 5 and 3. There's no 4, 5 in here. This is 8, 9, so this is 1, 4. This can't be 1 anymore because this would have to be 2, 3. So this is 4, this is 1. 4 can't go down, so this becomes 5, 6, and it's broken. So there's how it breaks if this becomes a 4. So the way that you would potentially see that is if this is a 4, this becomes 3 and 5. 4 here, 3, 5, 7, 8, 7. This is 1, 4. The 4 here makes this a 3. This can't be 1, 2, 3. The 4, 7, 8 means this can't be 1. It'd have to be 4. And the 3 means this would have to go up, but it can't because there's no 5. So that's the reason why this can't be a 4. Because this couldn't be an 8 because the 8 would end up 4, 7, 8. This couldn't be an 8. It couldn't be a 1 because 4, 3 would mean this couldn't be 2, 3. And this couldn't be a 4 because I couldn't go down because of the 3 and I couldn't go up because of the 5. So there's the reason this can't be a 4 and it has to be a 7. And then I can roll through absolutely everything. But there is no way I was going to see that. And now I'm going to struggle solving this again. I have no idea what I've done. 7 means this is 8 and 9, which takes the 9 out of there. 9 out of there. 4, 5 makes this 6, which takes the 6 out of there, which means this is 2 and 8. And again, I am pushing through with the same thing. This is 5, 6. This is the 5. This is the 6. There is no 5, no 2. This is 3, 4. So this is 3, 4. I'm definitely doing this in a different order. Not the 2 because of this. This is not a 5. 7, 9 pair. So 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is no 6, 8 down here. This is a 1. This is a 2, 3. If this is an 8, I need to put a 7 on this and I can't do it. So this is a 1 with a 2, 3. This is an 8. There's no 8 here. This is 8 and 2. That means this is 4 and 2. There is no 5 here. This is a 3, 6, 7. So this is the 5. This is 3, 4, or 6. So 3, 6, which means this is a 4. This is a 3. This is a 4. I'm doing it a different way now. There's no 5 here, so this is not, I'm not sure, but this is now a 2. This is a 3. This is not a 2. 4, 1 would mean that this is not a 4, 1 because this would have to be a 10. See, I'm finding a different way through, but finding what resolved that was tricky. This is 3, 7, or 9 for the row. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 and 5 is 9. So this is 6. There's no 5 here. There's no 6 here. I'm completely lost again. 5, 6, or 7. I'm completely lost. This is 7 or 9, so it's 7. This is 9. I take 9 out of those. I take 7 out of those. So this is 8, 5. This is 7. I can take 7 out of those. So this becomes 3 and 6 and 8. And the 7 makes this 6, which makes this 3 and makes this 7. The 3 makes this 6. This is 7. This is 5. This box just needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 3. This is therefore 9, 7, 9. This is 7. And now just this box. This is the 1, and I need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 and 9. And that 2 makes that the 9 and that the 2. And again, that's the solution. So yeah, seeing that that's not a 4, by forcing that to be a 3, and with the 5, that forced this to be either 1 or 4. It couldn't be 4 because it would force it in the 1. The 3 would mean this couldn't be 1, 2, 3, and the 8 was chained out because of everything here. So the 4 here was not possible by all of the chains through this line and this line, meaning that this line would become impossible. That does not feel 2.5 stars to me. I would call that 4 at least. Or I missed something. But that's all I could see. That is literally all I could see. And I could only find it by bifurcating. Sorry, Sonata, that's what I could find in your puzzle. When this comes out, I'll look forward to the comments and see what it is. But I will reach out to you about the World of Sudoku Volume 8 book. And I can guarantee you there'll be nothing in the book that is as hard as this. Nothing at all. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll check the comments when this one comes out. And as always, good luck with your solving.